All right, well, back by popular demand,
Definitely.
we are going to have another episode of Board Game Karen. Woo! So, guys, thank you so much. We did a cutaway for this, and it was finally our first breakout video. We got a very sizable views based on things that we were not used to. So we were really excited. I'm glad that resonated with you guys. So, who are we to keep it away from you? So let's do this again. Let's do some Board Game Karens. And if this is your first time watching or you're not familiar with it, what I had done is I have went to the bowels of Board Game Geek, and I've looked at all the games that we have played as a group. And I've looked at the 1 ratings and the comments that are left behind there, because honestly, if you're going to give a game a 1 rating, you're kind of a Karen, dude. Like, there's no way that these games we play, even the worst ones like Wingspan, Chris, you can't give it a 1. You got to acknowledge that there's more there than just a 1. So Chris is a Board Game Karen, but that's beyond the point. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to give out 3 clues. I'm going to read 1 clue, and then I'm going to let the 3 of them guess on their trusty whiteboards. Do we have their whiteboards? All right. They're going to write down their guesses. If they get it correct in that round, they will get 3 points. If no one gets it, we'll move on to the next one. If they get it right, they'll get 2 points. And then we'll do a third quote from that game, and that'll be worth 1 point. If no one gets any of them, I will get 3 points. And I think I get a point if like someone doesn't get it right. But I made them a little bit easier for these guys, because last time it was when they couldn't get code names. That one was a little jarring. So
I wasn't here.
I made it a little
I wasn't
easier.
here. You can't.
Yes, in Andy's
That's right.
defense,
I
he
don't
was not
deserve
here.
guilt by association. That's all I'm saying.
So what I hear is Andy is going to show these guys up. He's going to show how easy this game is, and he's going to knock it out of the park. But without further ado, let's start Board Game Karens. All right. So this is our first clue, our first comment, our first Karen, so to speak. And he says, and again, we've said it several times this episode, Board Game Geek is down. I forgot to get the names of who left these. So on this first game, I don't have the people who left the comments. So apologies for those who left this comment, and I can't give you credit for it. Okay, so it's this is the first one. Yeah, probably. All right, this first one is, I think this might be a good buy for someone that was really into Monopoly and wanted a far more aggressive chance cards. If that sounds like it would be fun for you, then this might be a game worth checking out. For the average board gamer, this is awful. Now, I will say that this clue is always meant to be a little bit more broad, so really challenging for these contestants to get it. But the clue overarching is that this is a game that we've talked about on the show. Gotcha. So, Andy, since you are new to this segment, you'll go first. What do you got? Stock pair? Stockpile. Stockpile. No, it is not stockpile. Did you think stockpile was like Monopoly? That's a good guess. It feels like it. Yeah, I could see how someone can compare that to Monopoly. Oh, trust me, it's a better comparison than what this game actually is. So, okay. John, what do you got?
Someone actually said this, I think, when we played it. I'm going to say Empire's End.
Empire's End. That is not correct.
Okay.
I think people just like to compare games to Monopoly.
I think they do. I think you're right.
Sure.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
Mine is Challengers.
Challengers.
Like Monopoly.
Just like Monopoly.
Well, like Monopoly, except, those really high chance cards, because it's a chance every time. No agency.
All right. All great guesses, except for one of you had a horrible guess. Everybody else had great guesses, but no one got the right one. So let's move on to the second one. Not a board game. App required to play. The game outside of this looks awesome. Too bad it's not a freaking board game. Publishers need to stop doing this. And I also like to highlight, I followed this guy around. He put this on every game that requires an app to play. John, let's go ahead and start with you. Give Chris some more time to write.
I got it. But
all right. How about My Father's Work?
My Father's Work. That, sir, is the correct answer.
There we go.
And John will receive 2 points. All right, Chris, you look perplexed and dumbfounded. What do you have?
I mean, it breaks my heart I got it right. I don't even understand. How is that like
the Monopoly?
I don't know that one.
Why? Like, you don't even roll dice ever in the game.
No.
It's a worker
That's
placement.
why
I know.
That's why these people are Karens. All right, Andy, what do you got?
Well, We'll see what you guys say.
My
My
father's
Father's
world is
World.
incorrect.
I'm actually going to give him points because that's the song we sing every time we play this game.
Thank you.
God.
I was like, as soon as I was like, oh no, it's not world, it's work.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I'm glad you went for it though. But just for funsy, let's read the third one. And that is interesting game. Bit too long, but unplayable in the current state due to awful translations and an app bug which are not addressed. That is an accurate criticism.
Yes, but not a 1 rating.
but not
Yeah.
a 1.
You
Not a
obvious-
1.
You obviously didn't get to my 1 rating on this game.
Oh,
I complained all about the AI voiceover.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Oh yes. Yes. Though again, the male voice is not AI, but the female voice most definitely had to be.
yes.
Which it did sound off, didn't it? Like it didn't even feel good to listen to the female
Yes.
talk.
I don't know
So-
what you
What
mean.
do
They
you
sounded
mean,
perfectly
Daniel?
natural. They
You
kept
don't
pauses
think
all the
reading
time.
something like this is normal? This is a normal way people read things. This is a
Yes.
standard cadence.
That's right. All right, you guys ready for the second game here?
Let's do it. Let's move it.
Oh. All right. This one, first clue. This one is from Stocky J.
Stocky
We're gonna go with
J.
Stocky J. Yep. All right. So Stocky J says,
Is that stocky
easy
as
to
in like
teach.
big or like he's stalking people?
Well,
I
We'll leave
just
that
assume
to
he's
your
Violent J's
imagination.
brother from ICP.
there you go. Oh, is it really? There you go. So this is so we got a famous person here. Okay. So this game is easy to teach, easy to play, hard to master, straightforward gameplay, and quite reasonable playtime for what it offers. Artwork is awful. My wife likes to play it, so I like to play it too. Mediocre Euro game. I give it a 1.
Oh, okay. So just unbelievably vague.
Yes.
I think I've got
But
it.
I
and
love
know
this
who
one
wrote it.
because this guy clearly likes the game, but he still felt the need to give
Put
it
a
a
1. Yeah. Ready?
Okay.
All right, Chris, what do we got? We're going to start with you. What is
got
your answer?
Everdell.
Riverdale. We didn't review that, but it doesn't have to be a review. It could be a game
No.
we talked about as
Talked
well. So
about,
that is
right,
one we've
exactly.
talked about. But no, not Everdale. Not Everdale. Well, the art's beautiful. That was a bad guess, Chris.
That's
Sorry.
subjective.
All right.
Subjective.
Oh, that's
I
right.
give
He
your
said
guess
the
a
art
1.
is terrible. That's
Yes.
right. Not
Yeah.
good. My
Yeah.
bad.
All right. Give your guess a 1. Okay, Andy.
Well, I don't even know if we.
I like
talked
seeing the
about
manager
this, so
about myself.
I'm probably going to fail, but there's a little game called Little Town.
There
which
is.
Okay.
It's a very basic worker placement that that's what came to mind for me.
Yeah, you are accurate. That is a game that's out there, but that is not what this game was. So, John, what do you got?
Andy, of all the games we've talked about, that's one of them. I know who wrote it. This sounds like Chris wrote this because I think it's New York Zoo.
that I like that. That was a good guess, but nope, that is not the
Ah.
answer. So you guys did not get it. No 3 points for anybody. But let's see if you can get 2 points on Mr. Spartacus's comment here. So Spartacus says,
From the grave.
I hate how money is required to do everything, but also requires a multi-step process to generate. I don't want to spend half the game assuring I don't run out of money. I want to set up interesting scoring opportunities on my board.
Wow. Well, I'm
Yeah,
I'm going back a ways for this one because I don't know. I think it makes sense, but
It's starting to make me think of more complex games, but the
Same.
first review was very much like this is a simple game. So
yeah, that's kind of
That's throwing me
Yeah,
off.
but sometimes these don't build off each other. Sometimes
Yes,
they might.
and sometimes they're completely off the rocker. You never know.
Sometimes they call my father's work monopoly. I mean,
Yes, exactly.
That was insane. And also like just a moment ago, Andy, I thought when you wrote like Little Town or whatever, I was like, I think it's called Tiny Towns. Actually, I thought you got the name wrong again.
No,
No, there are 2 different games. They both
Different
came
game.
out around the same time too, which is
they
interesting.
did, which was confusing.
Wow.
Little Town
I've
was
never
from,
even heard of that one.
Little Town was from Yellow, and
Yeah.
it really was a very introductory worker placement.
It's pretty good though.
Not bad. It's
Yeah, that could have been a board game, believe it or not. And I've been like, this is not a real game. This is a John joke about tiny towns.
right.
all right, Chris, what do you got? You're first here.
I got what Andy originally picked on the first round. Stockpile.
Stockpile. All right,
interesting.
good guess, but not the right answer. I'm sorry. Is wrong once again. All
So-
right, Andy.
This one is one that's more complex though, so I don't know if it'll work, but it is about managing money quite a bit, and that would be Last Will.
Last
We haven't
will.
talked about that.
I don't.
I think we have.
It's fine. It's fine. It's about managing money. But no,
We
that
talked
was not
about
the right
it.
answer.
Well, I went with
All right,
one
John.
that I remember I famously treaded water with money in this game. So that's what brought it to mind when that was Pipeline.
Pipeline. Nope. Yep. Sorry, you guys did not get it. I think in retrospect you will understand this once you find out the clue. But yeah. So, all right. Well,
I
let's
hope
move
so.
on to number 3. None of you guys got 2 points. So let's see if you can get the 1 point, and maybe I'll get a point because nobody got it. Okay. So 3. So this one is from Seer Magic. He says, "Yikes! What an unfun, boring, dry game. Feels like a knockoff Glenmore. Spend half the game just making sure you have money for the other half. Does that sound fun? Interesting? Engaging? Tough decisions? Nope. Just dry and mathy. I think I'd have more fun doing math homework. Awful game."
I'm gonna get a point.
This might This might be it. This might be it.
All right, we're gonna do Andy last since he's so confident. So
No, you can't change the rules partway through.
okay,
Come
fine,
on.
Andy. Tell these fools what game it is.
It's Heaven and Ale, my favorite
It's
game.
Heaven and Ale!
Is it really?
That was literally John's quote. It's
It
math,
was.
the game.
It is.
It's such a great game, and it does have a theme. And screw you guys.
All right. Well, John, what did you guess? Because
I thought it was
wasn't
Power
Heaven and
Grid.
Ale.
I thought it was
Power
Power
Grid.
Grid because how ugly it
Okay.
is too.
Oh, you both got Power Grid. How about that? Chris
Wow.
also picked Power
Oh.
Grid.
Andy, if you would have said Power Grid 2, we'd have had a monopoly.
You mean my father's work?
On my
That's right.
father's
So-
side.
No, on this one.
Yeah.
No, I
That's
got
just what we're gonna call
I
it
got
now.
you.
All right.
And
All
it
right,
is-
well,
that
good
is a
job, guys.
That is a very money-intensive game. The economy is maybe the tightest game I've ever
I
played.
forgot that about it, I guess.
I thought it was just called oh dang it, now you lost the joke because I couldn't say it.
Heaven and Algebra?
No, Monk the Game.
Monk the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Super
Well,
months.
let's move to the third game here. This one is from Sadahim. If you want a mechanically tight game, stay away. If you want a balanced game, don't look at this game. The art may trap you into buying it, but stick it in the pile of shame. All right. So what
I don't
game
remember
is
making
this?
that comment.
Oh, I think you will.
I'm just being
So
nitpicky.
I guess this verifies that it is indeed the shelf of opportunity
Exactly.
and then the shelf of shame. I own this game. That's such a shame. Right.
Yeah.
All right. I
All right.
Hashtag confirmed.
All right.
Yeah.
John, what do you got?
I'm thinking it might be Earth.
Earth. Wow. You think Earth is garbage? That's
I don't, but
shocking,
somebody
John.
does.
I'm no, this guy Sadahim does not believe it is Earth. So
Oh.
you're wrong. All right, Chris, what about you? Wingspan. That would have been a great guess. But that is not Wingspan. All right,
Dang it.
Andy, what do you got?
I know this one's wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I would say it is all those things.
Are you going to get it in frame?
Yeah.
There it
Canvas?
is. Canvas.
All right. Canvas. Nope, it is not Canvas either. Good job, but good guesses, but not quite. All right, let's move on to question 2 from Shamoos. We're gonna go with Shamoos. No deck building, no map, no choice. Also, I will also point out that this guy is just factually wrong as well. So, which again, you'll understand why. So don't get tied up too much on it. Just give it another go. All right.
mean-
Who are we on? I think we're on Chris. Chris, what's your guess? What's that? Challengers. Remember, we are also an audio podcast.
Oh, yes. I
Oh
apologize.
yeah, that's right. Sorry. We're also on.
All right. It is not Challengers. I love
But
that
you
that's
said
your
it's not
go-to
a deck
garbage
building
game.
game.
Well,
It's
that's what
not
the
a deck
guy
building
said.
game.
Is
That's
it
what the
not
challenge
Challengers
is
is not
a
a deck building game at all.
Whatever. You're so wrong. All right. Andy, what do you got?
I don't agree with this, but this was maybe what they're talking about.
Lost Ruins of Arnak? That is not accurate.
Didn't think so.
Nope. Yep. All right. John, what about you?
I haven't played this, but it has cards, and we've talked about it. Everdell.
Everdell. Nope, not Everdell either. Sorry, guys. I think this one will give it away. I will admit that was a little tough one, but I had to put it in there because it was so weird. And that's the whole
Yeah.
point of these. Why are you giving these games ones, guys? You
Right.
like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you people? Okay. Anyways, number 3. This one is from DBBot. Absolute trash. It's a simple game, but that is its downfall. The cards are badly balanced, random, and not fun. The whole game is just fluff with the illustration of tactical combat. I don't expect much, and I got even less. So it's an illusion of tactical combat. All right, Chris, what's your guess?
All right, my choice is Scythe.
Scythe. Nope, it is not Scythe. Sorry, because that game's on absolute trash. It's great. All right, John, what do you got?
Is it Unmatched?
Sir, you are correct. It is Unmatched. It is not a deck building, and apparently it has no map. I think that's why Mr. Shamos was so angry about the game. Apparently, his game didn't come with a map. That would be problematic.
Maybe he just bought Bruce Lee and he thought he could just
maybe
play.
He did. All right, Andy, what do you got?
I had Arena for the Gods.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. I love Arena for the Gods. We should review that game, but that
is a good game.
That is not what this is for. So, well, there you go, guys. Those are our 3 Board Game Karen games. Let us know how well you did. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as the first one. So if you did, like, subscribe, do all those things, and tell us what you think.
Thank you so much for watching today in this video. If you'd like to watch the full episode, check out the description below. Around the Board is a board game video podcast where we talk about board games and other board game related topics. We assign points to one another based on our banter, and then at the end of the show, whoever has the most points is given a small amount of time to talk about whatever they like. So if you enjoyed it, please join us in the future around the board.